So number three, let's talk about how to build your brand in the workplace. We started the conversation kind of talking about the importance of a brand, how to build your brand online. Now we're going into the workplace. Because personal branding isn't just about social media, it's also about how you show up to work every single day. Let's now start talking about some strategies to strengthen your brand at work. I want you to be the go to person for X, Y, and Z at work. So, what we are going to do here is develop a reputation for expertise in a specific area. And I want you to really take a step back, think about it in a way that is holistic, right? I don't want you to make up something that is not you or that isn't your strength, because this should really align with who you are and what your strengths are. Think about what you're good at, think about what you love to do, and then also think about what is going to give you extra value or points in the workplace. So, for example, my friend Sarah, she chose to be known as a financial modeling person. But she also could have added negotiation skills, problem solving, whatever it is, you want to make it known. You want to be the person going to other people and saying, guess what? I'm great at public speaking. The next time we have a public speaking project, I'll take that. And also, I want you to start thinking about volunteering for presentations. I want you to start thinking about leading meetings, sharing insights. Visibility is key here. When we're talking about building our brand, visibility is key. So, you really want to start thinking about building a strong internal network. Can you schedule coffee chats? Think about this. In your job, there's always a hierarchy. There are people above you, there are people beside you, and there are people below you. If you want to be known as the expert in financial modeling, can you schedule coffee chats and train people who are new to your company? Can you train them on financial modeling or a particular software that helps with financial modeling? Can you start connecting with senior leaders? Can you find a mentor who would advocate for you? These are all ways that you are connecting with all of these people in your network, above you, below you, and your peers, so that whatever you are telling them is your expertise, they are going out there and disseminating that information and advocating for you. And along the way, you are documenting every single one of your wins. You are keeping track of your achievements, your project success, any testimonies of how you are performing from your peers, the people below you, the people above you. And you are taking all of that information and using it in your performance review. If you feel so inclined, even strategically use some of this on your LinkedIn updates, right? Without sharing too many industry secrets, you can find a way to share on LinkedIn. It's like 6 months ago, I had the privilege of working on a project that expanded my skills in X, Y, and Z way, right? So you're not sharing any secrets, you're not sharing anything about a project, you're keeping it vague, but you are advancing your visibility on LinkedIn as an expert in this particular arena. And so long as you have a plan and a really good strategy of what you want to share. So, for example, my financial analyst friend can share something along the line of 6 months ago, I had the privilege of working on a project on financial modeling. And through this financial modeling project, I was able to gain X, Y, and Z insight. This is what I learned, and this is how you can succeed in the same space. Boom. She didn't share anything about the project. She didn't share anything about software, none of that. She just shared her insight, what she learned, and then she invited people who are less knowledgeable to learn from her. It's positioning her as the subject matter expert that she wants to be known for. Here is another great example that I've personally seen in my career. I knew a marketing manager who made it a habit to present case studies in team meetings. Not only did she become known as the expert, but An executive role opened up, and she was the first person leadership thought of. Her proactive brand building paid off because every single meeting we had, this young lady will go into each one of those meetings with an interesting case study that she was able to find online. And by sharing those case studies, she was able to show expertise, not just that she was proactive, not just that she knew how to research, but it was also diversifying the way that she thinks and her peers' way of thinking as well. If you've ever done an MBA, you know that an MBA is all about case study one, case study two, case study three, because it shows you how other people are doing it, how other people are succeeding. And based on what other people have done well, you can build off of that to really expand the reach of your personal idea and your company's way of doing things. Every one of her case studies were always a point of contention and conversation. So she would come up with an interesting case study, and everybody would go right into it. They're like, well, I would do it this way, I would do it this way. And leadership was able to see her as somebody who was incentivizing a different and unique way of thinking from her peers. So it elevated her into somebody who could lead a team and really empower that team to think critically about the issues at hand and to innovate in a way that wasn't just the traditional way we had been doing at the time, right? So it was clever, it was unique, and it was effective. All right, now for some actionable steps. One, I want you to start volunteering for high visible projects to showcase your expertise. Two, I want you to start speaking up in meetings to establish your thought leadership. Three, I want you to start building those strategic relationships with decision makers in your company. All of these together will help you position yourself as an expert inside of your organization. And remember, you have to tell them what you are an expert in. Never stop marrying what you're telling them and what you're doing. So take these actionable steps, marry them with proactively positioning yourself verbally as that expert, and you will begin to see your professional brand at work only get stronger. Four, before you go, follow me on my other platforms. On my business channel for career, business, and money strategies to build your corporate exit strategy. On my lifestyle and travel vlog for the real life behind the strategy. And on my podcast From Corporate to CEO for daily side business tips and motivation. But the real work happens in the community. This is where we support each other and build this together. Same values, same season, and same direction. I'll see you there.